My name is Mark Darrah. I worked at BioWare from 1997 until early 2021. I was actually hired in 1996 while I was still in school. During the period between that, in December, and May of 1997 when I actually started, I did a couple of things. I wrote a installer for Shattered Steel, which was never used, and I wrote an interactive music editor for what became Baldur's Gate 1. Again, that was also never used. So I started in May of 1997 and I worked on Baldur's Gate 1. That game shipped in 1998. And then I became lead programmer on Baldur's Gate Tales of the Sword Coast, the expansion pack for Baldur's Gate, which shipped in 1999. I stayed in that role on Baldur's Gate 2, which shipped in the year 2000. Those of you who are as old as me will remember the Y2K hysteria. I remember reading about it in 1998, and as a programmer at the time, it certainly seemed very concerning to me. A lot of money went into preventing anything bad from happening. After Baldur's Gate 2, we did another expansion pack for that game, Baldur's Gate 2 Throne of Bhaal, which wrapped up the Baldur's Gate series. From there, I actually moved on to what became Jade Empire. While working on Jade Empire, I took a break from that to write the initial Dungeon Master client on Neverwinter Nights before coming back and shipping Jade Empire. Neverwinter Nights shipped in 2002, and Jade Empire shipped in 2005. Then we enter into sort of a confusing period of my career. We started working on Jade Empire 2, but then through a series of shenanigans, Jade Empire moved from the Aurora engine to Unreal. During this period, I felt like I didn't understand the technology very well anymore, and I asked to be put into a programming position, and I actually became the stream architect or stream architect for both Mass Effect and Jade Empire. Then I was in that position not very long before I actually asked to be moved off of that and became the lead programmer on Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood, the handheld DS Sonic game that BioWare made. This is where I made the transition from programming to production. So the producer of Sonic Chronicles moved to become the leader on Dragon Age, and I took over Sonic Chronicles, which shipped in 2008. After this shipped, we actually started making another handheld game called Mass Effect Corsair, which would have been a game similar to something like Star Control or the like for the handheld. But the leader for Jade Empire 2, meanwhile, which had continued while I was not on the project, had resigned and they needed a new leader, so I moved into that position. By this point, Jade Empire 2 had become Revolver and had actually dropped its connection to the Jade Empire IP. Unfortunately, we had to shut that project down. And then I moved on to Dragon Age. I wasn't actually in charge of Dragon Age at this point. The person who had moved from Sonic Chronicles to take over Dragon Age was still here. So myself and some of the other leaders from Revolver were actually starting to work on some initial concepts of what was going to come after Dragon Age. I just realized what a busy year 2008 actually was. I was actually in 4 different positions on 3 different projects, and 2008 is actually when BioWare sold to EA as well, so quite a year. The leader for Dragon Age left, and I took over that project and brought it in, working on the console port as well as finishing off that game. Dragon Age Origins shipped in 2009. Then we did a very quick turnaround. We needed a project for financial reasons, so we did Dragon Age 2 in about 14 months, shipping it in early 2011. So there was an expansion pack for Dragon Age 2 called the Exalted March, and many of the ideas in that actually became foundational to what turned into Dragon Age Inquisition. Dragon Age Inquisition shipped in 2014, and then we enter into, I guess, what would be the final phase of my career at BioWare. We started working on Joplin, which would have been the Dragon Age game that came after Dragon Age Inquisition, but Mass Effect Andromeda needed some help to ship, so myself and a group of people from Joplin went to help Mass Effect Andromeda ship in 2017. We came back to Joplin, but then Anthem, similarly, it needed support and resources to help ship. So in this case, we actually took a more extreme step. Joplin was actually paused, and most of the team actually went on to Anthem, and then Joplin became Morrison. I led Anthem to its ship in 2019, and then came back to the Dragon Age team, now on Morrison, after it shipped in 2019. In late 2020, I actually resigned from BioWare, and in early 2021 was my last day at BioWare, February 5th, 2021. So that's who I am. And then this channel is going to continue to be focused on me expressing some of the things that I've learned over my long career, and potentially providing support for you in terms of making games, but also in terms of other things that I think are applicable to your everyday life. If you're enjoying what I'm doing here, please like this video and consider sharing it with other people that you think might get some value out of it. Thank you.